guess I'll let the bat. Ow! Right on my head again. Ow! That's a pretty funny capacity to.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge.
Of course they would, because she's a part of the story. But okay. But other than that, this kind of seemed like, for most people, it's just a chill, fun game. It's goofy. It is goofy. It's supposed to be goofy. It's intentionally goofy. And that's okay with me. It's refreshing, honestly. Down, right, down, right. Down, right, down, right. Main character in the intro bit? Ludicrous, especially when she's a woman. Can you believe that? Women exist? How dare Star Wars point that out? Don't they know that most Star Wars fans don't know that women exist? The easiest way to tell, instead of just looking at the names, is to stand next to this guy. You'll notice that Han... Get back here. Han is just a little bit taller than Luke, because Luke is just really too short to be a stormtrooper. So that's how you can tell them apart. Little known fact. But I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, great, great, Bebo. Okay, let me get this Poe, and then I'll set it up. Okay, so what he's talking about is a clip. Hang on, we'll just take a quick break from Zelda for a minute. Itself, meaning that you were a dark side user, and more about you're choking someone to kill them, right? So if you're choking someone to kill them, to hurt them, that's the dark side. If you're choking someone for different reasons, the power in and of itself is not. So the power isn't even a choke, right? It's the same telekinesis that they would use to pick up this coffee mug, right? It's the same thing. So this isn't a dark side power, nor is the Force choke. They're just using the Force to choke someone. So if they were consensually using the Force in whatever way they wanted to obtain pleasure, this is a weird topic, then it wouldn't be a dark side power. I see you holding that, but
hey, I was still in there.
You shot.
No,
you shot yours.
Shoot
a rocket
after
a rocket went right by my head. Oh,
I didn't shoot until after you shot. You shot at me.
I don't know. Do we need a replay?
Play it back on the replay.
I don't have that
Clumsy,
cool. I don't have that cool
first?
replay. Yeah, Clumsy can tell us who shot first.
Clumsy, you're the moderator here. Who shot first?
The spacebar is usually the loudest one. What's the matter, bud? My dog's over there whining. I'm not typing anything. A little funk. A little thocky. It's into it.
Oh wait, I probably have to hand you.
Yeah, you probably have to hand me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming.
All right, here you go. Give. Two sheets, plenty.
Yeah, right. We'll get down this elevator shaft.
Oh, this one needs 3. This is a bigger job than
Yep.
just hiding them, I guess.
Yep. Yep, it is 3.
It's a 3-sheeter.
It's a 3-sheet kind of job. Okay, hello. Happy Wednesday? It's Wednesday, April 24th, 2024. Hello. I'm here. I made it. I am alive. How come taking 2 days off from streaming felt like I've been gone for like a month? I'm like, I'm coming back after 2 days off. Okay, technically more because I skipped Saturday too. So we'll call it 3 days off. Holy cow. How is everybody doing? First off, most important thing to get out of the way.
Hope you're feeling better. Guy and Zero and Zero love.
Guy and Zero love. Thank you so much, Legend. I appreciate that. Jordan, I've never called you Legend. Always just called you Jordan. Thank you so much for the tier 2 for 41 months. Wow, I'm old. Wow. But first, Clumsy. Congratulations on the Phantom Menace. That is the 57th time. It feels weird to talk. It feels really odd to talk. My head is not as congested, but there's still like that feeling, you know, where like I almost feel like I should be congested, but I'm not. So I'm probably operating at like 98% right now, you know. I also haven't talked this much in like 4 days, so. The choke convo, yes, that's a good one. Good morning, Blue. Good morning, Code. How you doing, Red? Who else is here? Lars is here. Force Tongwin. That sounds real bad. Listen, this is a fancy water. It's Hawaiian volcanic water. I just needed to stay hydrated the last couple days. This is probably not necessary water, but I've been drinking it, so that's what's important, you know? Oh, and yes, Cat Mom is back as well. See? Cat Mom. But yes, I am feeling better. Much better. It was rough. It was rough. I don't know why. Getting sick, obviously, unless you have, you know, any pre-existing conditions that can lead to it being even worse than it should be or would be. Getting sick shouldn't be. What am I trying to say? I guess I shouldn't have let it affect me as much as I did, but I was feeling really weird this time. I was just like, I've been doing really good with my workout regimen. I've been loving streaming. Like I just, this is what I want to keep doing. So when something interrupts that's kind of a little bit beyond my control, it just felt kind of weird, you know? And I didn't like it. But I broke through. We're fine. We're good now. But I was kind of surprised how much mentally it affected me this time. But I'm back. I'm back to streaming today. I'm going to do my first workout again this afternoon. We'll be just fine. Yes, I called you by your pet name in public. I wish it was Friday already. Too much going on this week I don't want to deal with. Ugh, yeah, it's only Wednesday too. We still have a full week ahead of us. I have been, during my sickness, I have been doing a little more Lego sorting over here. Can I show you this? Is anything over here? I don't think there's anything over here. My Kleenex, my iPad, and my Lego containers. I did a little bit of that when in between me sleeping. I did a little bit of sorting, and I really need to get the rest of those containers ready because I'm running out. I'm gonna need to start getting some of the big stuff sorted because there's a lot in that closet, and it's gonna take me way longer than April to get all this stuff sorted for sure. One moment. I did take my medicine this morning though. But here we are again. We're back. We're back to Rix Road. We're back to this monstrosity. We already mapped out this building, so this building should be pretty easy to do, right? Thank you for the bless you. That was just clearing a little bit of phlegm. I've been really good about taking my medicine the last few days, so there's a plus. Debating adding my truck to some bridge debris to become a pain in my A. Transmission is having issues again. Ooh, that stinks. Sorry to hear that. Let's put this here. I hate transmission problems. I've been there. I've had older cars that always had problems with transmissions. Have they made like
I was about to ask if they made any improvements in transmission technology lately, but then I realized that like it's probably more speaking from a place of relative privilege, because like I haven't had an older car now in a while, and I used to. I've been there. I've done that. One of our cars is fairly old. It's a 2011, which isn't too bad, but so maybe I'm colored by the fact that I haven't had to deal with transmission issues in a while, you know. Cars have gone woke now as well, huh? Yep. All those cars have transmissions in them now. There's gonna be something I'm gonna do on this building, but I'm gonna just talk and build. I'm just gonna go subconscious on this one, okay? But of course we'll have to add a little bit of flair to this somehow, right? Yeah, they're on a transmission. They're trying to turn all the other cars. This is why we only have automatics now. We don't have any manual transmissions anymore. They're trying to erase the manual transmissions from existence. CVTs, they don't have gears anymore. They're just a belt and 2 cones. Not as reliable long term, but 10 times easier to work on. Interesting. Okay. So what has everyone else been up to while I've been out? What have you all been doing to keep yourselves occupied in the mornings? I've been getting a lot of sleep, which has been kind of nice. So the whole thing first started, so Friday night, I played some Helldivers with Spooky, Coleman, and Rogers. He kind of showed up a little bit later in the night. But when I tell you that I had so much fun doing that, it was probably the best night of Helldivers I've ever had. We did like suicide level mission. The mission level is called suicide mission. So it's hard, right? But I think for the first time I got like the challenge of it was like really interesting to me, and it wasn't too bad. We were able to like hold our own and actually complete things. What are these? What are these? What are you guys? Are you little Minecraft armadillos? Minecraft armadillos. That's so cute. Excuse me. Work, and more work. I feel that. I still did do work. I didn't take off from work. I didn't feel like it was, I don't have to talk a whole lot in my job usually. So I didn't feel like it was worth taking the time off, you know? The cars are all breaking because of woke. Yes. You hear about these cars? These cars nowadays, they're not working. Joe Biden has killed all the cars. It's sad. It's quite sad. That's not really a Trump impression, by the way. It's just a Trump cadence. I don't pretend to be able to do a good Trump impression. Yeah, apparently there's armadillos. I have never seen those before. Do we want to go back and look at them again? Some armadillos carry leprosy. Ooh, interesting. Don't touch them. Let's not touch the armadillos. Let's leave them be, shall we? Ursa, good morning. Oh, yes, and happy birthday, Lars. You've got no cake today? You survived your trip and 2 birthdays, and now it's your own birthday and you have no cake. That's unacceptable. If I could somehow get you a cake today, all the way over there, from all the way over here, I would. Would do it. What kind of cake would you? Well, I don't know. Maybe you don't want to think about what kind of cake you would want. Unless you can get somewhere today to get one. Funfetti? Oh, a funfetti cake. That is very fun. Mrs. Nonder made the best carrot cake.
Credits.
I love carrot cake.
You're back. My kids were wondering if you were okay. Glad you are better. Also, they are excited about the armadillos.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine. Hey guys, I'm good. Your kids killed them. No, I'm good. Thank you so much. Just had a little bit of a head cold. Could barely speak. felt like my head was, somebody was doing this to my head all day, just pushing it in like this. And this is kind of how it felt. This is how it felt to talk. So when doing this streaming thing is all about talking, got kind of hard, you know? I gotta fill in the inside, right? Yeah, because this is supposed to be a... Because I think I will go another layer tall, but I have to fill in the bottom first. But yeah, glad to be back as well. And thank you for the bits. Thank you for that. I did just happen to have to clear my throat there. I'm so glad that this thing didn't rest in my chest. You know when you have like a little sinus head cold thing and then you cough and you feel that thing in your lungs? I really hope that this is something other people feel. And I'm not about to describe a very bad symptom. But like I feel that like it's not really a pain. It doesn't like owie hurt. It's more like a signal. Like you're like, oh, that is gonna rest in my, I am coughing from my chest. I'm coughing things up from my lungs. You know that feeling? And you think, oh, this sickness is gonna be much worse than I thought. As soon as I felt that was when I was like, okay, I need to rest. I need to go get as many medicines as I can safely. And just try to sweat this thing out for the next couple of days. Nah, you have mega cancer. Yeah, like lung cancer or something, right? My Google medical degree says you have stage 4. How horrible would it be if I did? I'm laughing only because I don't know how to deal with that, you know? It's not funny, but lung cancer is very scary. Especially to people who like don't have especially to people who don't have what's the word? Oh, who haven't been smokers. You can still get it even if you didn't smoke. Proud non-smoker here. Hey, there's another non-word. Non-smoker. I'm not gonna make a joke about that. Hey, what's up, Elf? Lars just said, oh, hey, so according to my calculations, you should have been dead 3 weeks ago. Oh no. Apparently there's a type of prostate cancer that's absolutely cool and chill and casual. Really? And it turns out my dad has it. Oh wow. And he so casually mentioned it among very casual chatter. I would imagine that this is now the technology too has in detection has been good to where the point where you could catch it where it isn't a big deal. So I'm glad that they caught it. Yeah. I'm glad he can so casually talk about that. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate it. It's just a super chill prostate cancer. No big deal. No big deal. Isn't that great? I do love that, like, slowly but surely, science is advancing. We are finding easier ways to treat these things. Whoops, wrong button. Slowly but surely, slowly being the key word there. We're finding ways to detect and eliminate these things. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. I just think it's probably slower than it could be if it wasn't a for-profit industry. An industry that, all fairness, I'm in that industry, and I still can critique it and be like, listen, there's always going to be a need for certain jobs within that industry regardless, but like we could probably speed things up a lot more. But hey, what do I know? I am not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I'm a guy who works on spreadsheets. I love finding new woodworking methods. He said it like he was kind of excited, as if he'd found a new woodworking method. Oh, hey, by the way, funny story. something funny happened to me over the weekend. But I really do think like it's actually pretty great that we're able to have discussions like that about things so important like cancer, you know. That again, our technology is at a level where, you know, we know exactly what it is. As soon as they find it, they're like, oh, yep, we know what that is. You're chill. We're gonna do this. Everything's gonna be great. Like that's great. Code's a dad probably.
It's Chuck Norris's water. It's a roundhouse kick of
I'm a
hydration.
I'm a scientist. Thank you, Elf. I appreciate that. I've been trying to stay as hydrated as I can. Hang on. You can hear there's still a little bit more phlegm up in there, but I did take right before stream. I did take my allergy one just to hopefully try to clear some of that out. But it's like, with who should I be concerned? Wait, who told you about it? I didn't think I'd be coughing as much phlegm up this morning as I am, but as soon as I started talking, things started moving, you know, shifting around. We're definitely going to need to do something to this building to make it not quite so boring. All right, let's figure that part out. Let's do the second or the third layer on this one just so we're at an even place. Premature daddening. Yeah, that can happen. That can happen. There are so many people who give off like real good dad energy who never become, you know, I hate to say true fathers, but who never become actual dads, but they can still impart their wisdom and woodworking skills upon the world, you know? There are many types of dads, you know? I should show some of my dad's pieces in Discord. You should. So the woodworking thing for your dad was real. That wasn't just a joke about dad things. That's pretty great though. I think the first I should look at the reference. I should look at the reference picture. Let me get that up real quick. I think Ferrick's Business Center is gonna be the one. All right, so this is a kind of an interesting shape, but I'm taking some creative liberties with it. Okay, it's got some of the pillars on it. I think I can work with that. All right. Oops. Spend all my time in my yard grilling and smoking meats, just like Zuck, and love some good old-fashioned woodworking. Wait, are you Mark Zuckerberg in my chat? Smoking those meats. Oh, Lars has even more big news. I'm gonna start trying to move back to Estonia to become a teacher. A teacher of what? But also, congrats. That sounds awesome. Are you excited about that? I hope so. I hope it's an exciting move and not a like, I have to move back to Estonia. What about kitchen cabinets left open? I also get annoyed when the thermostat gets touched or lights get left on. Oh yeah, no, he does woodworking. Okay, nice. Gonna teach English, history, social studies, and Swedish. That's awesome. What? How right up your alley. That's so great. I love that you're gonna be able to teach English like better than even myself would be able to. A native speaker. I love that. Yeah, good luck. Those are the options right now. That's very cool. I like that a lot. No, let's go in. Let's go in with. that's not big enough. Okay, we gotta go up. We gotta go up one more. We gotta go up one more. Sorry. We're gonna create essentially a little like landing area here on the roof. On the roof. English first for sure. Just I know that schools are looking for second foreign language teachers as something besides English. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, are you gonna be able to have like a job lined up before you get there? Like, is that part already taken care of, or are you just banking on the fact that they're gonna need somebody like that? Hence the Swedish, and their history and social studies would enable me to spread my woke agenda. Nice. Cool. Come do that in America too. At least you're honest about it, right? That's what we just need to be. We just need to be honest with people. Just be like, look, we are. I mean, isn't that what teaching children is supposed to be about anyway? Is like, we got to be teaching them the right way to do things. And teaching them all of history, not just the parts that make us look good. I feel the US has that problem. And I can only speak from my own experience as a private schooler and a homeschooler. But it's like, we talked about the tough things. We brushed over, you know, we kind of went from Columbus discovered America. That is a fact. That is sure. Columbus, okay, yeah, no, actually that's not a fact. He didn't. It was already here. He didn't discover it. But anyway. 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue, right? We learn about that stuff. We learn about the fact that he met the native population here. And then all of a sudden we're like, yeah, so then we wiped them out. Those savages, we just oh, and then they teach us about the Trail of Tears, right? We lived in a part of Missouri growing up where the Trail of Tears was not too far away. There's the Trail of Tears State Park, and we went there, and we would go through this exhibit about how sad and how many natives died on the Trail of Tears and how sad that was. But I don't think it was ever once given to me in a way that would say, and how dare we as a nation ever have done that? You know what I mean? Like, they would tell you the facts. Like, they would tell you this is what happened. So sad, right? So sad. So anyway, now we carve the president's faces into Mount Rushmore. You know, like, they would give you the facts, but they would, in this weird way, they would gloss over the more negative aspects of what exactly it took to do what we did. You know what I mean? It was really interesting as I got a little bit older that I'm like, yes, like when people would say things like, hey, we genocided the native population. They were here. This was their land and we stole it. And I would go, oh yeah, like I knew that up here, but nobody ever said that to me. They never said that to me when I was in school. It was always just like matter of fact, but like we don't talk about it anything beyond the surface level. You need to sell your apartment first. I wish I could buy it. The schools are failing because of woke. Yeah. Did they ever mention the mountain was a sacred site for native people? Nope. Learned about that later. Then I'm like, well, of course we did that. Of course we did that. Why not? I'm just looking. Okay, it looks like I used rooftop material to make most of these other ones. So let's do the same thing. Light gray concrete. I love it. Sorry, I love the because of woke meme. I do too. I'm with you. Maybe I should have done light gray concrete across all of that. I'm going to fill the whole thing in with light gray concrete. Yeah, so it's
it's interesting the stuff that like I really truly believe that I was taught relatively true facts about history, but it's all in how you spin it. It's all in what you choose to not talk about versus what you choose to talk about. Because we could just as easily talked about the Civil War, right? And I don't think like the South was ever given to me as like they were right, they were in the right. They were always like quote unquote the bad guys, right? But we didn't go as far as to say, you know, and then be like, oh yeah, okay, we fought the Civil War. And I think the impression I had growing up, even in a conservative Christian background, the impression I had growing up is that the Civil War was absolutely about slavery. Like that, it never was like positioned to me about states' rights. It was like there was slavery, we fought a war over it, we got rid of slavery, that's a good thing. That is one thing I'll say about my upbringing that I think was relatively positive. It wasn't until like much later that this whole like idea of trying to, I don't know what you'd call it. I think most things were glossed over in my upbringing. Most things were not blatantly, I was not blatantly lied about. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense outside of the context of my mind, but yeah. The one thing that annoyed me when I went to college was the truth behind the rebel flag and the Confederacy. So many people were never taught what it actually about initially and not slavery. But like, okay, like the rebel flag, the Confederate flag, and and the Civil War, I could tell you, if you want to say it was about states' rights, it absolutely was. Chief among that was their rights to own people. Like, I think both of those things can be true, you know? I think both of those things at the same time can be true. I'm going to fill in this little line here as well. Off to the bus stop. Good luck, Ams. See you in a bit. And the ads have started. But yeah, I'm saying all this just to say that, like, I think my history upbringing was pretty lacking. However, it was lacking more in nuance, and we did history very matter of fact, and I think we needed to do history as like a what did we learn? And I never thought about history in that way until much later in life. What did we learn from doing things this way? And how do we make sure that we're not going to repeat that in the future, you know? So if we didn't do enough contemplation about history, right? We didn't do enough like sitting back and saying, why did things happen? And as I got older, those were the conversations I started being involved in. Is like, why did that, you know? Everyone forgets they were fighting against a federal government that was overpowering and hurting the economy of the farmers. Well, was it the economy of the people who owned people, though? Because yes, it is going to have a negative impact on the economy when your economy was built off of slave owners, right? So yeah, I can understand that people would be like worried about their livelihoods, but like there was something much bigger at stake there than anything else, you know? Much bigger. And I think we could have done a whole lot better, obviously, at how we got ourselves out of that whole mess. I think we could have done better of the people of the slaves that were freed. We could have done a lot better in how we treated them, obviously. And then also, you know, the people who down the line also were hurt by that. We could have probably done more to take care of that. However, I wasn't alive during the time, so it's hard for me to say. But yeah. Anyway, context. My upbringing lacked critical context and critical thinking about historical events. Another great example, guys, is like the wars, the Great Wars, World War I, World War II, and then even into like the Cold War and stuff like that. The way that I was taught it, and maybe this is just how my mind worked too, was that these were separate isolated events. And when I learned like how deeply connected World War One is to World War Two, to the point where like World War Two was caused directly by World War One. Like I know that sounds probably silly to say out loud, but I didn't know that for the longest time until I was a full-grown adult. I was like, oh, so like I looked at history in these chunks, right? And that's why I was never good at history. They would want me to memorize all these dates and be like, on this date, this happened. On this date, this happened. And then they attacked Pearl Harbor and we joined and then we won because America great. Like that kind of how it was taught. But it's like if you look into the details and the history of why things happen, it's pretty enlightening. And that didn't happen until I was, we could have handled everything way better, but that's a hindsight. Yeah, hindsight is key. We have the luxury right now of being able to criticize people in the past who we don't know. Yeah, we weren't there. But yeah, I agree with you. But I think these conversations are critical because we do have hindsight. So now we have the context to be better people, I just had a thought. There isn't gray concrete slabs, right? No. That is why I used it like that. So I'm going to do sandstone, I think. I have an idea. Is that going to look interesting at all? No concrete slabs, yeah. I probably ask that each time, right? Okay. I'm just kind of floating around thinking while I look at the other picture. And okay, so I think on the front here, right about there, right about there, we're gonna do this same pillar design over here. How tall? 1, 2, 3, 4. I might actually make it taller because this building is actually a little bit taller, so that's fine. Well, hang on. Am I gonna do a little lip? Am I gonna give it a little lip like that one? I think I am gonna give it a little lip like that one, so that's fine. It can stay like that. Oops. Bum, bum. I still feel like I'm getting back into the swing of it, Okay, and then right from here, come back. Whoops, wrong one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's probably far enough back. And then basically there's gonna be another story. Those ones were a different size, but I think I want to try to make them the same size. Whoops. Whoops. All right. And then there's going to be a lip around it. I guess I should probably start working on that, huh? Cut sandstone. We'll do this, and then we'll do... Ooh, wait, no. I like the way I did it over here. So I want to come out like this. Just getting a sense for it. I guess I could just go 2 blocks in, huh? Yeah. And then I'll start slabbing up on top of that. Slab it on top. How come there's so many armadillos here now? I haven't seen these armadillos at all. Was there an update while I was gone? The armadillo update? Everybody on Minecraft Twitter is talking about the armadillo update. They want to give you leprosy. I guess so. They're just hanging out, you know? Yeah, and we'll continue this way. We'll do that in a second. Hey, Kelt, how's it going? How the heck are you? Marked safe from the bus stop. Beautiful. You'll love to see it. Ooh. Still a little bit of cough. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. The second story. I might replace. Is that gonna mess with anything? I'm gonna replace these. Because I think that'll make the most sense. You probably will end up not seeing it anyway because I'm gonna put some kind of like railing there, but you know what? We gotta do what we gotta do sometimes. Okay. Come on. Should we go ahead and just do the whole lip all the way around? Probably. What version are you running? They are apparently thing 1.21. I forget how to check that. One of these, right? Java 21.03. Is that the one? Is that what I'm looking for? Or is that just my Java version? Oh, there it is. 1.20.5. I was looking up over here, and I should have looked up over there. 1.20.5. So they're a thing in 1.21. Do I have early access? It doesn't say that I have 2.1, but somehow I have armadillos.
I'm not a war.
Good morning, you healthy, beautiful man.
Oh, thank you, Lutz. 13 months. Thank you so much. I'm feeling much better. Much better. Ready to get back to it. Yeah, go check your own. See if it's there. Are you running experimental? Just Java. Just on Java. Is the Java one considered the experimental branch? I do tend to be very experimental. I love experimenting. One of my favorite things to do, and I do mean this, is I love just like changing everything and just seeing how it feels. I am notorious for just experimenting with new office layouts. Just like I'm gonna put my desk on this wall now and just redo the whole thing, you know? The loading screen was different, yep. I did notice that I was talking at the time that it was showing, so I didn't get a chance to comment on it, but yeah. Reddit said 1.20.5, they released new wolves and armadillos. Well, they definitely released armadillos because they're everywhere. Are armadillos just in the Badlands? Because I sure am getting a lot of them. Kids are going to be so excited. That's cool. My kid's been playing Minecraft still too. He
He tries to build a little bit, but mostly he found out he's in creative mode. So he found out how to spawn donkeys. So now that's basically all he does is just spawn in donkeys all day. He has definitely hit the entity limits. But I've been surprised at how many donkeys you can have on screen at one time. You just walk into one of the buildings he built, you open the door, and it's just full of donkeys. I know what they're gonna play. We're playing after school, yes. I can't wait till I can get him set up like on a PC. He uses my mouse, or he has his own little mouse. Do I have it here? Oh, it's up there. That he uses to play this like space game on, where he just clicks around the solar system. But I can't wait to get him like on his own computer. I could see like we wake up early and play Minecraft. It'd actually be pretty funny to like be in a shared world with him on the Saturday morning streams. That could be kind of funny. Not have him on camera, but just like be in the world with him. That'd be pretty cool. Did they say it was for Java only or Bedrock too? You remember the donkeys? It's very funny. It's very funny. I should take some more screenshots of it. It's just so many donkeys. Morning, friends. I slept in today and it felt nice. Still catching up on my lack of sleep I've had lately, especially at the end of last week. What happened at the end of last week? Man, sleep is so important. It really is. I was very glad that I had the opportunity to get so much sleep over the last few days. I usually get a decent amount of sleep, so but it was just nice to once I was actually able to sleep. The first, like, let's see, so Friday night I was fine. Saturday morning was a sore throat and kind of the beginnings of the head fog, where I felt like, uh-oh, I might be getting sick. And then Sunday morning, I was like, let me see if I can kick it. I told Mrs. Nodder, I was like, I might wake up tomorrow morning and be completely fine. Let me just see if I can kick it first. Woke up that next morning with the worst sore throat. Absolutely horrendous. And then that was when I was like, okay, I'm sick. I gotta go. I gotta do something. This is a Totoro theme? Maybe. It is Ghibli. Let's see if you're right. You know what? We're in the section that is My Neighbor Totoro. Yep, I think you're right. I haven't watched like any of these. I don't think. Spooky, did I not say hello to you? Hey, Spooky. I don't think I've watched any of the Studio Ghibli things. Other than, wait, there was one. What was it called? It was a while ago. And I thought it was pretty cute. I was up late for some competitions on Thursday, especially Friday. Then Sunday, I had a bout of insomnia and only got 1 hour sleep going into Monday. That's the worst. Ugh. But yes, good morning, Spooky. How you doing, bud? There's a 26-minute video out from one of the devs if you want to watch it, or I'll share it. Oh, for the update. Wait, am I allowed to post links? Currently, no. Put it in the Discord. It wasn't Howl's Moving Castle, but I'm aware of that one. No, it was Ponyo. Ponyo. That is a Ghibli one, right? Ponyo, Magic Fishy of the Sea. Your game has armadillos. Okay. Doing really good. Really glad I took the night off last night. I was kind of glad you did too, because I'm like, I'm gonna go to bed early tonight. I skipped the gaming session with the boys. But had you started streaming, I would have been far too tempted to have it up in bed and then just stay up way too late. So thank you. I needed just a little bit more oomph. I needed just one more night of like early bedtime, I think. I missed it. Did you say you were building Lego Saturday? This past Saturday or this coming Saturday? Look at that. Look at that. Cora and I watched Fellowship and ate corn dogs. Totally turned my day around. That's awesome. That's great. All right, and this is going to be... I think like this. Ooh. This coming Saturday, the new set you got for your birthday. Oh, good question. I have a lot of sorting to do, but I don't want to do it. I'm thinking. We'll definitely do something Lego related. I can't decide if I want to build that or if it's a better use of my time to be sorting still. What do you think? Just tell me what to do, please. Someone. You remember the NVIDIA leak from 2022? I don't really. Well, I want to build Lego, but it's not my stream. Well, true. You got to give the people what they want, though, right? I guess I could. It's definitely going to be one that I'm going to display anyway. It's going to go in the helmet series, so I might need a different place to display all those helmets when I'm done. Jeez. I have like 2 that I don't display currently. I love the way that this looks. I love that slab on the bottom, slab on the top, break in the middle. It's very satisfying. Very. It is a range prill. It is. I'm not going to be able to finish this. This sorting is way harder than I thought. Here's also, by the way, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about getting a bunch of these, and I mean a bunch of these. I already had 3 of them. They have little lids, and these will be for the bigger pieces like bricks and plates and all that. And then they stack on top of each other. I was kind of hoping I could get one where I could pull, like, if in the middle I need this brick, I could pull that out like a drawer. But I think this might be the most economical solution. These are very, very cheap. And I have some that need like more space like this. And then also I'd have space to grow the collection as well. So I have 3 of those right now. I'm thinking about picking up. They're just from Walmart. They were pretty cheap. I was thinking about picking up a whole bunch of them. Unless somebody else had better options. They had their coding certificates leaked for the drivers. I was clearing an external drive and found the certificates and signing software. Oh, dang. I probably remember Linus talking something about that at the time, but you were going to recommend boxes like those for the... Okay, well, then we're on the same page. There we go. There we go. Yeah, they're relatively cheap. And I think I could get a bunch of them because right now what I'm concerned about is not having enough. If I went really fancy with it, I'd be concerned about one, like how much money that would cost, but just the not having enough to finish, you know? So I'll probably do a little bit of math. I'll probably look at what bags I have already sorted. A lot of the stuff in the closet is already sorted and ready to go. It's already like it's by color and type. So like I have a lot of red bricks, right? So those are already sorted in a way that I would want them to be sorted. So I should just be able to take that Ziploc and dump it into a container and be good. And then I'm very excited about how like these smaller pieces look over here. Here, let me see. Let me move this out of the way real quick. I'm really excited about how. Hang on, I can't see how these are looking. So I think I'm going to keep these here. I'm going to keep these like, these are what I consider like greeblies, I guess, however you want to say it. But like little pieces like this, right? These tiny little circular studs. Right now I also have some Technic pieces in here. This is just everything Technic. I think I'll probably sort that into being like pins in one, everything else in another. Pins are really important that you want to have quick access to, so I might put those in their own thing. The translucent pieces are all in one. So I'm doing these by type and not by color, because it's far more important for me to have access to the type than it is to have access to the particular color of the brick. But the bigger bricks, you know, like these, I will sort these into blue, probably 2x4s and 2x2s like this. Like these would all go together. Bricks of blue, you know. But anyway, that's the idea. Wrong one. Wrong screen again. There we go. I'm back. I'm missing Lego sorting explanation because of Wolf Armor. Are you already trying to get Wolf Armor? Could you fit 4 in a calyx shelf? I would love to see what a calyx shelf is. Hey, Koro. Good morning. You're in a creative world. That's the best place to be. That's where I like to be. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna mirror this, right? I think so. Bum, 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 bum. Everybody say hi to Koro. Can be bothered to be here, but speaking through spooky. I'm totally kidding. It's fine. I don't care. Oh man. I'm excited. I'm feeling so good now. I think I'll feel even better once I get my workout in for the day. I'll be like, all right, I'm back. It'll probably be a little bit of a struggle workout. So here's my issue, right? I promised myself that I'm doing this workout journal. Typically, if I do it 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, the last workout of the week is a Friday workout. It's a full body, like HIIT cardio style thing. I hate it. Oh, the basic shelves from IKEA. Maybe I'll take a look at that. But I hate it, right? But it's good for me, so I do it. But oops. On Friday, I went into the office. Y'all remember that? Is it a coincidence that I went into the office and immediately got sick? I don't think that that's a coincidence. Now, it probably is, because I'm pretty sure I picked up whatever Zeke had. He was congested and had a sinus thing for, I don't know, a few days before I got it. So I'm pretty sure I got it from him. But irregardless, I still blame work for making me come in. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Also, what was I saying? So it was on a Friday I went in, and I was like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'll just do that workout when I get home on Friday. So I get home on Friday, and I forgot, we got our bug guy coming. We have a guy who does like routine maintenance just to keep the bugs at bay, you know? So I was like, okay, he's going to be here at 4. I got home like a little bit before 4. And, hang on, I gotta be careful with how far out I go with this. Whoops. So I waited for him, and also like I was still technically working at that time. So still kind of getting things set up, and then this guy comes in, and he's been in my house before, but usually it's like a different guy that does it, but this guy came back and did it for us today. And he's like, I remember this place. He's like, you have like the big Lego collection, right? Like big Star Wars guy. I was like, yeah. So like he walks into the office and he's like, oh man. And then we had to talk about Star Wars the whole time. He wasn't like a huge Star Wars fan, but he definitely he grew up on like episode 1, episode 2, that kind of thing. He was far more into like DC and Marvel stuff, but he still had utmost respect for the game. So I showed him what I was doing recently with the sorting. I was like, I'm tasking myself with sorting this entire lifelong collection. So I opened the closet and showed him, and he was like, holy cow. He's like, this is a job. I'm like, yeah. So anyway, he ended up staying a little longer than I think it probably needed to. But it was fun. So then it was like, closer to 5. Time to think about dinner. I was like, okay, I'll do it after dinner. And then after dinner, I was starting to feel a little like run down, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't really want to do it today. I peopled so much today that I feel like I need some time tonight. And that was when I was like, oh, we're going to play some Helldivers with Spooky and Coleman. Do all that. It's going to be great. And it was, I'm glad to say. Excuse me. I'm very happy to say that it was great. And I stayed up way later than I had intended to stay up that night. Is this right? Did I get this right? Hold on. Please tell me I did this right. 1, 2, 3. 3 until there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I did it right. Anyway, and then I was feeling great going to sleep, but then like middle of the night, early morning, I felt the sore throat, and that's when it kind of hit me. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just do the workout sometime on the weekend. Like before I started playing that night, I was like, I'll do the workout on Saturday or Sunday. Usually if I can get it done on Friday, then I don't have to work out on the weekend at all, which I find to be very great because it's sometimes hard to fit it into the schedule on the weekends because you just never know what's going on. So I was like, that would be perfect if I was able to do that. Come here. So I was like, no big deal. I have Saturday or Sunday to do a quick 30 to 40 minute workout. No big deal. I'll have time on one of those days. I have a good safety net. And when I got sick, I was like, oh gosh. So all that being said, I promised myself that I would not skip a workout, right? Like obviously I took days off, but I'm going to go back and do that workout that I missed on Friday. And it just happens to be like a full body HIIT cardio thing. So that's why I waited a couple more days. I was like, I'm not going to go back to just doing this cardio session when I can barely breathe. So I waited it out. I waited it out. And I think we're fine now. I think we're good now. It'll probably still be a hard workout. I'll probably still not be at my peak. But I promised myself I wasn't going to skip workouts in this, and I was going to take recovery when I needed it and then just get right back on and start. So I'm keeping my promises to myself. Hey, Coro's actually here. Hey, Coro. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Okay. What happened in the Discord? I missed it. Sorry. Excuse me. Arts and crafts. Aw, did you make a funfetti cake for? Oh, that's so sweet. Hang on, we gotta show this off for those of you who might not have the Discord open. Hold on. Hang on, I'm gonna sniff too. That is too kind. That's great. That looks like a good cake too. I could eat that. Beautiful. Oh, yeah, also, I keep forgetting. There's the non-skin. I've never had my own Minecraft skin. I think this is so great. I can't stop Minecraft now. You know? Hey, Alb, how's it going? $54 and €5 is still saving up for the PlayStation, or not PlayStation, Xbox, right? Xbox. That's the word I'm trying to get out of my mouth. Bum, 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 bum. Isn't it great? Clumsy made this. It's got the lore shirt, the little Lego shirt. I'm in shorts with socks, which is very classic me. Very classic me. I am usually in socks. I'm not this morning, but I am usually in socks. I don't like walking around the house without socks on. I like having socks on. Xbox, yes. Yeah, you're saving. Yeah, I remember that. I remember mostly. Let's talk about window positioning here. I'm feeling a window like that for up here. We'll do the whole honey thing, you know? And then a window like that underneath. Over here, there definitely has to be some kind of window trimmings, you know? I like the way that looks, though. Let's do the same thing over here. Wait, was that 3? Wait, did I go too big with that? No. That was right.
Oh,
that was right.
shoot.
That's fine.
Guys, I was supposed to go to work today.
Oh, no.
I gotta go.
It is time. It is time to wrap things up, unfortunately. Definitely going to need to be something here to break up this monotony, but maybe we'll figure that out tomorrow. How about that? It is far too soon. I agree. What day is it? Wednesday? Is Wednesday a Loots Day? I'm trying to remember. Is Wednesday a day that he's here? Yes. Lars, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful birthday today. Not on Wednesday. Okay. I don't know why I was having a hard time remembering that, but I was. Everybody wish Lars a happy birthday. And we can go over to Glitch then. I think I saw Glitch go live. So we can send you over there. Which I think, ironically, is where Lars is going to be anyway. Whoops, I just went to my own channel. I don't need to do that. Playing, it is a demo day. It's not Demo Adder Day, but it is Demo Wednesday. Hang on, for a raid message. Demo Wednesday. Dems Day? Dems Day. Every day is a Dems Day here in the woke United States. I forgot $1 coin. So in total, $55 and €5. That's awesome. You're getting there. How much do you need total? I just don't know in your exchange what that's gonna be. Demo Wednesday. Do we all want to go in and just say and spam Demo Wednesday? Wednesdays are bad now because of okay. They are. Demo. What do we think about Demo Wednesday? Demo Wednesday. Let's do that. Happy Demo Wednesday. There we go. All right. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to say something like that. Demo Wednesday. They're going to love it. It's going to be great. Okay, let me get the raid queued up. I almost typed Loots Magoots. That would have been awkward. There we go. We got it. Okay. We're heading over to Glitch. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for sticking around even when I'm sick and feeling down on myself and feeling in the blues. I am back. I'm feeling better than ever, other than just the little tiny bit of a sniffle. I'll take care of that, though, okay? All right. Have a wonderful Wednesday. I'll see you here tomorrow. Same time, same place, same dawn. See ya. I got you, Alb. No worries. 60,000 lek. You got this.